Welcome, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, one and all, to this scrim between the Nerfed and Team Flow. Let's just get the captains into the chat. So, thank you so much today for joining us with the Nerfed hosts of the Nerfed Community Open and Team Flow, one of the first entrants into the league. Or into the competition, not league. Don't say league. Trent, how are you today?
Good.
Good. You're on stream, by the way, so just
Right.
we have started, and Dan should be here in a minute. So
Hello, sorry, we are having technical difficulties trying to get Nick in.
perfect. Okay, so how this scrim's going to work is we're going to play over 3 maps. One assault map, one hybrid map, and one control map.
Cool.
Okay, and we'll play in the order of assault will come first, control will be second, and then hybrid to finish off. Is that fair enough?
Sweet, I'm good with that.
So I asked that we'll have a chat now before we start the first map, and then we'll have a chat then in between maps 1 and 2, and then maps 2 and 3, and then a chat at the end to find out how the matches all went. Okay. All right, Dan, you're representing the hosts as captain. How do we feel in going into this game? Not the best scrim last time out, but we're looking to try and...
Last time we didn't exactly bring our A game, but I think all of us were a bit all over the place. But yeah, we're confident, we got it.
Good. Trent, Flo.
Hello.
Coming off, I'm guessing, a fairly successful league campaign.
A little bit.
Yeah. So, what are you looking to try and get out of this community open?
Just a lot of fun. Trying to rebuild the team. We're in a rebuild process right now. I got 2 tryouts coming in here. Got tryouts coming in all the time, every day. There's a lot of players out there. I think we all know that. But this is definitely going to be a lot of fun. This game right here. I haven't seen a lot of these names in a long time, but I know over half the people on the enemy team, so I know they're all good players. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Well, that's good. It's always nice when we manage to find competitive teams, but that are willing to have a bit of fun with each other.
Trent, quick question. Did you ever face the Taxman Army in the last season?
Yeah,
okay.
that's how I know. Nickel.
I was trying to figure out if we've
Fractal.
actually played you or not. Yeah.
Yeah, when I first came into the league, I joined Ascend when they had the mid-season mishap. And I brought Swag with me, so you might recognize Swag from then as well. But it was me, Swag, joined Ascend, and we played you guys a lot. We did a lot of scrims with you guys, a lot of matches. It was Those were, from what I remember, it was pretty back and forth. Yeah, it was pretty back and forth. Yeah.
Well, it's always good.
Well, hopefully we can keep that up.
Yeah.
So our first map is going to be everyone's favorite.
Don't do this.
Everyone loves to play.
We are going
to the colony. We are going to the colony. Are we ready, guys?
Trent's just talking about back and forth, and you put us on Horizon, where it's literally like there's no guarantee on this map.
We're off to the colony on the moon, guys, so get your monkeys, Teslas out, get your Hammond hamsters rolling, and let's get this game started, okay? I'll allow you to go back into your teams. I'll give a quick, about half a minute or so, just to get you sorted before we actually kick off the game, and then we'll go straight into the match. Is that okay?
Yep, sweet. Good luck.
Okay.
Good luck.
Best of luck, everyone. Best of luck. So welcome, guys, to the stream. Thank you very much for joining us on this very cold, wintry Friday night for a scrim between the Nerfed and Team Flow. Our first map is of course, the most perfect map to start off with. We are going to Horizon Lunar Colony. This is an assault map. We will see who can manage to tame this beast, as it is a very tough game, a very tough match. And let's get into the carnage. Off we go. To the moon.
Initiating match.
Okay. So here we are, Horizon Lunar Colony, everyone's favourite assault map, obviously. 2 CP maps are always people's favourites. So we're going to assemble the attacking team. It looks like Flow have already picked their comp and we're only in the assemble phase, so we're looking like we're going to go for a dive comp. A Winston Diva with a Lucio Moira as heals, so decent heals there, and a Doomfist and a Tracer.
Ready for battle.
So we will see Flow attacking the point first. And then on the Nerfed side, as we see Dan with the Zarya coming out, we're going to go Zarya Reinhardt with Reese on the Widowmaker. Interesting pick. We also have Brig on Nickel Pen on Brig, and Annie switching to Moira just at the end. And obviously just into comp, so we can have the Ashe plays here. So let's see if Bob can actually do something on the moon. But no Hammond. We do have a Winston, so we're going to see some leaping. Nerfed a bit late to the party to set up, so this is going to be interesting. We're going to see where this first fight goes. And let's follow Trent out, captain of Team Flow, as they go to try and make this fight. They obviously found out that there's a Widowmaker. Nerfed have set up on the high ground. Expect the dive to come in, and there's the dive right onto the Widow, but he drops back down. Okay. In goes Ashe with the... and Nickel Pen takes out the Tracer. So Lucy is taken out straight off the bat. Can we... will they just regroup? It looks like they're just going to regroup and go again. Winston in with the dive again. In comes Diva afterwards. But not a coordinated dive at the minute. Doomfist going out into space. Original going out to follow him. In goes Winston. Here goes the dive. Lucio in with him as well. And the Diva follows in. The fight has broken out. Reese taking out Trent. Doomfist still out in space. Will he try and come in? No, they're going to try and regroup now. Without their captain, they're going to try and regroup here. Nerfed managing to hold up this high ground. Will Flow decide to maybe try and go for a different strategy to it, or will they keep trying to push up to this high ground? They're regrouping currently, waiting on Trent to return. They have Moira Coalescence up, but also Nerfed have sights up, so they will know where this fight is coming. And an instant switch onto the Reinhardt, but they've kept the Winston, which is interesting. They're going to go for a part dive, and the fight breaks out now. Here we go. In we go now with the Doomfist in. Dislodging Ape. In goes Raleigh, and in goes Hammer down. Nice. Getting a good few picks there, but no picks down. So the fight is still going on here. Meteor Strike coming in. Onto the point. Point is being ticked over by the Winston, and here goes... and they have Widow. Lucy has gone on to the Widow. Fractal takes out Trent, but Nick is down, so there's a lot of healing gone off. Reese wins the Widow battle. Doom takes out Annie, and Ape goes down to the Lucio. Only Dan left on point, only Original left on point. Can he stall until his team gets back? He is unfortunately not able to do that. So, it looks like that Flow will be able to cap this first point and hold on to it. Nerf's going to try now set up again on the second point. So, first point, go the way of Flow. What can the Nerf do? They managed to hold on for a little while until the ults came into play. The fight, breaking out on the top. Hammer goes down, but it only gets Dan. Nothing in there. But now Adam is out of place here. Can he get back to his team? Lucy takes out two, takes out Reese, and takes out Nickel Pen. Hammer down on top. Grey Hammer down. Stops the momentum. But 8 gets taken out by Widow. Dan is left. Original is left. Annie on point with Coalescence. Can she stall? No. So, it looks like they might cap this second point too. Meteor Strike coming in. Can Reese manage to hold out? But Meteor Strike will probably push him off the point. 8 try to fight it out. But unfortunately not able to break down the momentum. The Flow take the second point in rapid succession after taking the first point. A lot of time left on the clock for Flow. 4 minutes and 40 seconds.
Initiating match.
So Flow take the first point. 4 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock. It looked like it was going to be a nice tight battle for the first point, as Flow looked and were swatted away twice up onto the high ground. But when the ults came into play, that's when Flow managed to get a lot of momentum from Reinhardt's hammer going down and Lusty switching on to the Widow, catching lots of picks there to help Flow take that first point. And then after that, they just stormed the second point, and Nerfed were unable to stop the onslaught and get the point back. So onto the Nerfed attack, we see a Ryan Diva tank combo, and Reese is going to go with the Widow again, and he already onto the Moira. On the defensive side, as they set up on this high ground, we see a Mei. Interesting, Lusty on the Mei was a brilliant Widow in the last map. But has gone to Mei, so we'll see how this goes. The Ryan Diva combo as well, and the Ashe is there too. And they go Moira Zen heals, so interesting combo. So where are the Nerfed going to go? Are they going to try and meet them up on the high ground? They are going to try and meet them up on the high ground. Break, Nick on the break. So here we go. The brawl breaks out. Who's going to get the first pick? It's Sillers. He gets Nickel Pen, but down goes another heals. Diva out of mech, and Dan goes down too. So the triple tank combo not going to get the first fight. Can Adam manage to get back? He managed to pin the Ryan. Fractal going to be pushed back, and Moira takes out Fractal as well. And Reese is going to go down too. So Flow managed to hold them off, but the fight is going to start back again. We're going to follow Nick in this GOATS comp now. So the regroup coming up. Are they going to try and go up to the high ground again, or are they going to go left? They're going to go left. The Mei blocks it up, and the pick onto the Moira, but they've left their tank behind. Bob comes in. Down goes Mr. Lewis, but down goes Fractal too to the Bob. Can they take out this Bob? He could do a lot of damage to them. Nick on 8 takes out Mr. Strangle, but Nick goes down. Reese gets demeched, but Gunners takes out Dan, and Ape is going to be taken out too. And we're on to Trent now. Trent, whip bomb up. 3 ults available for this defense. Only Nickel Pen with Rally at the minute, but we're very close to Coalescence and very close to Diva Bomb also. So Nerfed going to try and push around left again, but can they avoid the Mei wall this time? They've switched on to Somber. Fractal has switched on to Somber. This could be a good pick. Here we go. Nick brings in the hammer, comes down. Can they? Adam wins the Ryan battle. Diva Bomb gets nothing. The fight is breaking out. Adam on point, but Adam gets taken out. Another Bob from Ashe. This is unreal, the amount of Bobs. They just have a bomb. Can they take out Gunners? He's in the backfield already, but no, not able to take him out, and Ashe finishes off Dan. Nerfed with only a minute left on the clock. Can they manage to get this point, this first point? Will they manage to get it, and will they push? They're struggling for time at the minute, but what can we see them do? We're going on to Reese. Diva Bomb up. Is this going to have to go on? This is probably going to have to go on to point. We'll have to see. Where is the fight going to break out? Nerfed have Transcendence left, but Diva Bomb will rip through Transcendence. Ape with hammer down, still available, but down goes Dan. So this is a big push. Fractal taken out, but Gunners drops down. Nerfed gonna try and regroup. Nerfed gonna try and regroup. Can they manage to get out? Hammer goes down. But it gets none. No one. Diva out of mech. Needs to rebuild mech. Lucy gets knocked out in ult. So no May ult to freeze. They need to get Gunners. Gunners is dropped out of the point. But Reese can't get his mech back in time before he's killed. In goes Transcendence. In goes Bob onto point. Mr. Danger's going to take out Fractal. This is going to be the match. Bob picks up the last kill. Brig not able to make it onto point. And Flo will take the first map. The Nerfed will blame the commentator for making a Horizon. But we will see what happens when we bring the two captains back in soon. Lucy with the Widow play of the game. Let's watch this. This is what opened up the second point. The Brig goes down. Then the Reaper goes down. Lucy opening up the point. Standing back. Taking out the Reinhardt as well. A nice triple kill. Opened up the point. Made sure that the Nerfed had to fight the respawn counter. And then with 6 people on point, it is really tough to take Flo off the point.
Buongiorno.
Bonjour. Ça va?
Hello.
Hello. Trent.
I blame Mike and I blame the map.
Okay, stream. What did I say just before I invited them in? What did I tell you this was going to happen? I would get blamed for that.
Blame the map.
I would get blamed for I said the Nerfed will kill the commentator because of the map choice. So, Trent, Flo looked like on that first point you were going to be stuck going up towards the top, but Lucy swap onto the Widow. I think that's what got it.
Yeah, he had some key picks there for sure.
It was the double Widow pick,
Yeah, the picks.
and that was it. We just couldn't do anything. And then we respawned in, and by that point you were already up the top. The shatter came in, and that was pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your
We
May
were
though
really-
was causing our Diva problems.
Yeah. I don't know why there, but for some reason we really had a lot of good synergy there with like on our mics and everything. Everybody was just flowing.
Well, we had someone with cold
Yeah, it's
hands, so it's fine.
But no, really, really good map. Like the Widow picks then for the second point. That's just what opened it up. The respawn timer then just is against the Nerf. Then in that case, when you're down 3 straight off the bat, trying to take that second point, you just
Yeah. We
Yeah.
were those key picks really is what it came down to. I mean that was really because I felt like the matchup was we were going back and forth a lot. You know, like you'd get some picks, we would get some picks.
Yeah.
There on the defense, it seemed like you guys would get a good push and you'd start going. Then just for some reason, you guys just like your momentum didn't quite carry you guys far enough or whatever.
Yeah.
Kind of stalled out.
We're gonna blame it on first game with no warm ups, dodgy map. We'll come back in round 2.
I think you just need to try and focus down Gunners a little bit more. You think he was kind of on his own, on his lonesome a little bit too long on the high ground there of that defense.
Yeah.
Good.
Gunners was popping off.
Yep.
I knew he would be because I kind of made him mad in the beginning. So I was like, dude, you might have to swap to Brig because they're just gonna pick on you. They're gonna see that we have a Zen. And they're gonna go right for you every time.
Interesting.
And he kind of was like, all right, well, fuck you. I'm not switching.
Well,
Oh, fuck it, if that's his mentality, let's go. I'm going Diva next round.
it definitely worked. It definitely worked for you. Okay, guys. So second is control point, and we are going to the lovely Lijiang Tower.
Hey.
Okay,
Get
so
that now.
trying to be unfair in the first game to the Nerfed, trying to be as fair as possible in the second game, so that the commentator doesn't get murdered when this stream ends. So we are going to the lovely Lijiang Tower again, same as the first map. I'll let you go back into your teams, just let them know where we're going, and then about 30 seconds in, then we'll start the game and get it going, and then I'll see you again after the second map.
Sweet.
Alrighty.
Good luck,
Okay,
mate.
best of luck, guys.
Yep. Look.
Okay, stream, welcome again back for this second map in this Scrim. Flow taking the first Horizon Luther Connie, so they're currently 1-0 up. We're going to the lovely Lijiang Tower for a control point for map number 2. So as you just heard from Flo, felt that their Widow was getting really key picks in that attack in order to open up the environment, and that Gunners didn't want to swap off the Zen. So could that be a key sticking point now for them? As Nerfed will know what they want to try and aim for in this second. If he's not going to switch, are they going to try and capitalize on that? But what do the Nerfed do now? They struggled with the Goats comp on attack. So how will they face off now when we go to control? So let's get into the lovely Lijiang.
Now arriving at Lijiang Tower.
Guys, feel free, if you're watching, please feel free to give us a shout out, give us a chat, talk into the chat to us, tell us what you're thinking, how the games are going, and interact with us, please. We'd love to hear your voice and love to hear what you have to say about these two teams fighting off against each other. Is there something that I'm missing? Do you see what's winning this game for either team before I see it? Is there someone I should be watching? Please, let me know. Okay, so as we're in the setup phase of Lijiang Tower, okay, what were we going to see? The Nerfed look like they're going to go for the Rhine Zarya combo, Annie going on to the Zen, and Reese onto the Genji. Trent back onto this dive combo, so kind of where we started the attack on the first phase that wasn't as successful as they may have wanted. We're going to go for the Lucio with a Diva and a Winston, along with a Junkrat and a Reaper as damage, with an Ana as second heals. So interesting. Let's follow the Nerfed as they come into this point. How are they? Let's follow. So the fight breaks out. Brilliant anti by Gunners. He is rapidly becoming the MVP. Lucy taking out Fractal's turret. Reese goes in, but he falls down. Adam takes out the Lucio. Dant takes out Annie. So heals gone down on both sides. D-Mech onto the Diva from original. Cap the point, Flo will cap the point, and we'll try and stall it out. Diva goes down. Fractal's turret is down as well. Lucy trying to get away on the Reaper, and will get away. In comes the Tyre. Tyre will get Ape, so this fight may swing back towards the way of Flo as Winston dives in. Mr. Strangles pushing Fractal back on the Torbjorn. And it looks like Flo will recap this point after just 17 seconds of the Nerfed having the point. And we'll go back to that original V1 on the Zarya. How will the Nerfed manage to try and push this through? Junkrat putting a lot of damage into that turret. That was a very, very quick turret. In comes the nano boosted Winston. He has ult up, so he has a lot of protection here. And the fight goes in. And in goes the ult by Trent. In goes the ult by the Winston. Can he manage to get people off the cliff? There goes Ape off the cliff. Transcendence in as well to try and protect this team. But Original goes down as well. Trent taking out 2 with that Primal Rage after the Nano had subsided. And he will manage to push the Nerfed further and further back. Here comes another Tire and the Diva Bomb. But the Diva Bomb gets nothing. Tire gets Reese. But Death Blossom got nothing from Lucy. But it will push Adam back. Nickel Pitten taking out Mr. Strangled. As they push in now. 4 ults coming up. We have Dragon Blade. We have Dragons. In goes Hammer. From both sides. Or from... In comes Dragon and Blade at the same time. But out comes the Lucio Wolf to try and block as much damage as possible. Reese will take out Gunners, so they have decided to attack. Reese is in the backfield, but he goes down to the Diva. Fractal taking out Mr. Lewis onto the Hanzo right now. Can they manage to take out Draft? They have taken out Draft. And as we get to 99, it looks like the Nerfed will manage to recap this point and push Flow back further and further. So we're very topsy-turvy. Flow just need to win one more fight. They have Nano up. Very, very close to Winston ult. So the swaps coming in for Nerfed are really helping out. Original, anti straight off the back. Gunner's really good with his antis at the minute. Managing to keep Nerfed at bay. In goes the Doomfist onto the support. That's causing people to peel back. In goes Nickel Pen with the ult. Fractal taking out the Doomfist. Original taking out Trent. So this should secure another few percent. Reaper going around left. Looks like he's going to flank. Going onto the high ground. Have the Nerfed seen him go there? Or will they know that he's gone around? It looks like Reese knows he's gone around. They're going to push left. Maze and Anti there in. In comes Reaper onto point. Death Blossom in. And it gets Fractal. And Nickel Pen goes down to the Diva. And Doomfist. Strangled. Taken out. And this will be Flow. Flow will cap the point with a team kill. And with the respawn struggling against the Nerf, they will be unable to get back onto the point. That Diva Bomb closing off one of the doors. Sophie, I didn't even see them eat the grab. A lot of stuff going on at that stage. But yeah, I would have assumed they had it. So the Flow take the first map. Back and forth, but not tracking that Reaper really cost the Nerfed. So here we go, second point. Control Center. No, this is not Control Center. This is... I can't remember the name of the map. Zulfi, help. What name is this one? This is the Garden, isn't it? Yeah, Garden. Okay. Right. So, Nerfed. No real no swaps, but the McCree pick now. And the fight will take place in the White Room. But Tracer already behind. In goes on. Winston getting a lot of damage off there. Down goes Tracer. First pick goes Nerfed's way. Can they make this advantage count? Can the Nerf push in? We have an ult already. Coalescence coming in from Nickel Pen. The amazing Nickel Pen. High Noon coming in as well. But not going to get much out of that with a Diva and a bomb in his face. And a Reinhardt in his face. And Nerfed will cap the first point. And start to build it up. Tracer starting to try to flank around the back. Fractal will take out 2 to make sure that Flow have to push back. So how will Fractal come back? How will Flow come back? They have Coalesce. In goes Dragons, but not going to get much out of that. A bit of damage, but that's it. Let's go. So 1 ult down. 3 ults coming up. In goes Diva Bomb. In goes Diva Bomb on both sides. Reese goes down, but Original takes out 2. And the Diva mech for a third. Putting his dominance over the Diva matchup there. The Diva Bomb matchup over there. But in goes Trent. Trent goes down. Can't Strangle has to try and retreat out of here. This is not going to be good for him. He's going to have to try and go back. He has Coalescence up. Fractal will take out Lucy. And they regroup. Gunners onto the brig. So the swap that Flo was talking about. in the chat earlier has happened. Gunners has decided they're going to go left. They're going to go through the white room. But Reese, waiting for his high noon to come in. Annie, on the Lucio, has sound barrier coming in. Hammer down is there as well. Trent, on the Winston, here goes the ult. Trying to push Nick back, but unable to do so. Reese pushed off the cliff. And in goes Trent again. But they're down 2. And Fractal will take out Gunners. Trent needs to try and escape here, but he may not be able to do it. He may be just charging ults. And Reese still with high noon. Fractal now onto the dragons as he takes out Truth. The fight will take place on the bridge. Here we go. Rhine and Brig fighting off with another Rhine. Fractal with his dragon will take out the Moira. This is they're gonna struggle now to try and cap this point. Down goes Dafty. And Reese takes out Lucy. So they're down 3 now. Down, and Lucio takes his own life. And Nerfed cap the second point. We are going into a third control map. They made the changes. Reese going on to the McCree, bringing in the Lucio and putting a lot of damage onto this dive comp. Will Flow manage to change it up? What are they going to try and change? And in Trent goes onto the Rhine, and we have a Roadhog change, and Lucy onto the Sombra. Interesting picks here. So, as we go on to this last map, 1 apiece at the minute. Nerfed need to try and get this point here if they're going to try and bring this to a third map and make it a decider. Here we go. We're going to try and follow Ape as they walk out. Nerfed need to take this map. They need to take it 2-1 or else they will lose this scrim. As we go into the third match, Fire Strike comes in. They know there's a Rhine. They know there's a Roadhog. No Diva. Oh, and Ape gets dragged in by the Reinhardt, or by the Hog. The original on the Diva. Oh, Ash takes out his counterpart, takes out McCree. Now, Nerfed have to decide, are they going to go in or are they going to push? Fractal taking out Lucy in the backfield. 1 apiece now. Can they take out Trent? Trent goes down after he hammered. In goes Original. He gets hooked in. Can he manage to take out? No, he can't take damage. Bob goes in. And Mr. Lewis will finish off Ape and Original. And Lucy will take out Fractal as well to finish off this fight. So, Flo capped the first point. Daft taking out Reese again. And Nick goes out again. And Original dragged in. But can he manage to get back out? He can get back out, but he has lost his mech to do so. Ape is in the battle. But Flo managing to push them back. In goes Pulse Bomb. Pulse Bomb won't get anyone. Reese has switched on to the Soldier as he was losing that battle with the Ash. Let's go over and see if we can have a look at this Soldier. He gets dragged down. Lucy being a menace to the backfield. Nerfed will have to try and make a push in now. Down goes Sound Barrier. Down goes Hammer, but it's blocked. It is blocked. And in goes Dragons. Trent blocking the Shatter. That is big, big plays. Can they punish Damped? No, Damped manages to get away. Mr. Lewis on the Hog, the pick that seems to be changing the tide, the way of flow, as they manage to hook people in and out. Bob goes in, so Bob will hold that door open and try and keep Nerf from edge. Brig goes down. We're going to follow. Original goes on to point, trying to make it cap it. Will he pop Diva Bomb? No, he's not going to pop Diva Bomb. And it looks like Flo will cap the point, will take it off the Nerfed. The Nerfed managing to get their first point on the board, but unfortunately the picks, the swaps by Lucy again, another play of the game. This is where it looks like they swapped over the first point here. Wonderful flanking. Reaper popping down, ult picking off the Hanzo to start the biggest counter to him in that team comp and managing to take it from there. So unfortunately, Nerfed not able to get the point back from, or managing to level it off. So it's currently 2-0 to Team Flow, but a much better showing there from the Nerfed as they took that second map very, very well, very, very comfortably. The swaps from the Nerfed managing to make it a lot harder for Flow in that second map. But let's see what the captains have to think. Trent, hi.
Yay!
How did you feel that game went?
Pretty good. That was fun, going back and forth. You guys had that second one down. There was nothing that we could do. Oh, by the way, I was gonna say, tell your Moira when you get back there. It wasn't nothing personal. I just ulted. She was ulting, and I just wanted to hit her a couple times.
That's fine. Tell your McCree sorry that I sprayed his body after I killed him when he tried to 1v1 me.
Here, I already said
listen, your tracer is fucking insane. On that last one, your tracer was killing people before they could call them out.
Yeah, I'll let them know.
When you pushed us back towards our spawn, it literally, your tracer was just all over us and we couldn't do anything.
that was Lucy on the Tracer.
Yeah, that was the Widow and the Reaper.
And the Reaper, yeah. Yeah, we were just in. But I genuinely think, Trent, from my perspective in that last map, the deciding map on that, in that case, Lewis on the Roadhog, very interesting pick at the start going Roadhog Rhine, but those hooks were on point just to drag someone out of the play. I think at one stage he dragged the soldier off the high ground into death.
Yeah, it's something we've been kind of practicing because the whole idea for us is we're viewed as the underdogs. So we're kind of wanting to throw these sort of small little curveballs at people. And that's actually something instead of doing like a Rissa Roadhog, we do Reinhardt Roadhog, and then we've actually tried a Rissa Zarya. We haven't done a lot of standard dive, but when we do dive, we do odd things like Hammond Winston instead of Hammond Diva. You know what I'm saying? Like just a lot of odds and ends. And like we'll have a dive DPS and then more of just a hit scan DPS. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like they're both not actually dive. You get what I'm saying? Like we kind of just try to do these unorthodox things, kind of throw people off guard a little bit, I guess.
Well, on Horizon, you brought out at one point it was a Reinhardt and a Winston, and we were like double main tank. Are you fucking kidding me? Like it was literally like, oh gee, thanks. And and that's when you pushed up, and we just couldn't do anything because there was so much shield and bubble there that like the Widow just managed to pick us off, and that was it.
Yeah. I mean, we kind of, we just embraced it, and that's who we are. We kind of just throw curveballs at people, I guess.
No, it's really good. And I'll tell you what, after this, you guys want to scrim anytime, give us a shout, mate. We need some proper competition that we don't get from ranked. So anytime you guys want to scrim, mate, give me a shout.
Yeah, definitely. I'll get you on Facebook and all that. We'll make the correct connection there.
Yeah, well, definitely, mate.
I think it's kind of what they've been saying lately that, just picking something that's kind of a little bit off meta. The reason it works so well is because a lot of people aren't used to it and
prepared for it.
And prepared for it. Like kind of like don't expect an Orisa Zarya to pop out, as you were saying there. Like, and that's kind of the reason it works so well is that just being a bit adventurous and picking something that's out there, can work all the time because people aren't just expecting it to come out.
Right, and don't get me wrong. There's been times we've gotten completely steamrolled. I mean, it doesn't work every time. I'm not saying that it does every time, but like I said, we're viewed as the underdogs, so we feel like we need to do these unorthodox, sort of goofy, sort of off-meta things to try to catch people off guard, and it you know, and we have had success, but at the same time, you know, on the other side of the coin, so to speak, we've gotten steamrolled quite a bit of times too, you know. So
Well, I can tell you when this video goes out on YouTube later on, I guarantee it won't be viewed as the underdogs for much longer. But I'm picking a hybrid map here, and I'm kind of trying to figure out if I want to be nice or not. Because there's a few
No,
like
no, no,
nice.
no, no, no. There should no. I'm just putting it out there. There should be no nice or unfair. Purely neutral. It should be neutral. You need a randomizer,
no,
or if you turn
it's
all
neutral.
the maps on,
No,
it'll randomly
it's
pick.
neutral. No, it is neutral. I'm not picking it to like be beneficial to you. I'm just wondering if I need to be like really mean to both sides, or do I want to be really nice to both sides and pick a map that everyone will like. But I've decided, and we are going to go to the lovely city of Numbani.
Sweet. Before you do, Zolfi's jumping in.
Okay, Grant. Okay. So
Yeah,
he
so
needs.
give us 2 seconds to get him in and then load it.
Okay, perfect.
can you send me on Facebook the stream link?
I can indeed. Yes. Give me 2 seconds.
All right, and this is going on. This isn't actually Twitch. This is YouTube.
This
Is that
is
what you're
YouTube. Yes, this is YouTube.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Alright.
Message him my name so he can find me and add me on Facebook as well. I just realised we're streaming, so I can't say my full name.
Yeah, will do.
Well, my name's there already, so you know.
True that. I'm not going to do that though, so it's fine.
What I'll do is I'll go onto your page and I'll just link you the. I'll just link you him.
Okay.
Cool.
And then can you give us
Do you need time?
3 minutes?
Yeah, work away.
Well, I've just got to switch my setup. I got to move my entire setup just a little bit over. So I got to just turn everything off and then you know, just move it a
Yeah, no worries, man. Take your time.
Yeah, that's fine, mate.
All right, thanks. Good luck.
Yeah, you too, mate.
Okay. Yeah.
What?
Now, have you got Sophia?
Yeah. So,
I'll give them another
whenever
few
he
minutes
says he's
on.
back.
Yeah. I'll give them a few minutes. I'll just chat away to stream. So
Yeah, entertain the masses, mate.
I will do. Best luck, guys. Best luck. Come on,
Yeah,
get
good
one
luck.
map back.
There you
Get
go.
one map back. Come on.
We will try. Listen, look what we've done on that second round. We're fucking
Yeah,
doing
you
it,
can
mate.
do it. You can do it. There's no reason why you can't take a point off them. Like, you know, their swaps in that last round, I think, just caught you a little bit off guard. And then it was just really hard once they had, you know, they managed to keep momentum going, managed to keep his at bay, like getting a pick early, damped on the ash. Watch out for that. But yeah, Lucy is definitely, I think, your problem at the minute.
I tell you what, and it's a shame he's not here. Like, so Gunners was on Anna on the first point, right? And I was high charged and I was shredding the shit out of everyone. And I'm pretty sure I was 1v1 in a Reinhardt, and I had him so low, and then I just died out of nowhere. I was like, what the fuck? I looked at the kill feed, and she threw a nade at me, and that killed me because I was low health, and I was like, oh, come on. And it just felt like it was like every time we get so close, they just pull out that little clutch play, and that's it.
Yeah, like Gunners, I was watching a little bit of, like, we're watching all the fights break out, and it seemed like Gunners on the Anna had one or two of yous antied every single fight. Literally every fight had one of yous antied, or like I think when they went for the one that actually won them the first point, they had antied three of yous while they flanked around, making yous kind of like retreat and regroup.
We're good to go.
You're good to go?
I'm not gonna move. Yeah, I'm not gonna move my setup. It's fine.
Okay,
Cool,
perfect. So I'll let you all go back
Good
into
going,
your
mate.
teams. We'll do the same as last time, about 30 odd seconds or so, and then we'll open up the map and then we'll start again. And then I'll see you after the map has finished. So we're either going to have a 3-0 to Flow or a 2-1. But it's all for the bit of fun. Alright? So let's go, guys.
Let's go do this.
Let's go.
All right,
Alright, good luck, mate.
Tootsie! Yes, this stuff is live. Thank you so very much for joining us. Insane Widow. Yeah, it is an Insane Widow. Lucy is an amazing Widow. But not even that. His Reaper plays in the control point were really amazing. And then his Tracer actually caused a lot of problems for the Nerf. So we're going to go into the lovely city of Numbani for our last map. So it's currently 2-0 to Team Flow. So Nerfed wanting to try and get a point back, save a bit of face, but an amazing game so far. Horizon, maybe a little bit of warm up needed because Nerfed definitely showed that they are in this fight and that this isn't a walkover by any stretch of the imagination. Sometimes the scorelines 2-0 kind of means maybe that one team's just destroyed the other team, but that's not happening in this case. So let's get this last map sorted as we go into the lovely city of Numbani for our final map of Flow versus the Nerfed. Excuse me. So, welcome to the stream. We're up to 5 viewers. Thank you so very much for joining us. Delighted to have you here. Please, in chat, please comment away. I'd love to hear from you what you think. What am I missing? Zulfi already told me I missed Flo's Diva eating the Grav earlier. Disappointed that I missed that. But here we go. On to Numbani. So, as we assemble our teams, let's go in to see the defensive side as they come out. What are we going to have? So, Trent goes on to the Rhine. We're going to have the Rhine Hog again. It looks like triple tank. Okay, triple tank. So, it's quadruple tank. Nice. So, Original and the Nerfed are going to defend Numbani to the start. So, Zulfi or Teabag onto the Doomfist, Nickel Pen onto the Brig as we have a dive-based defense with Ape going on to his namesake. Ape on the Ape! We haven't seen this yet. We haven't seen this dive defense yet. So how will this come up against what is a quadruple tank? Quadruple tank with a Moira healer. Gunners on the Widow. Is this the way it's going to come out? Is this what we are waiting for? Let's follow Trent as they come out of spawn. Here we go. They are going to go for this quad tank. The quad tank with one healer and the Widowmaker. Let's see how this goes. What will the Nerfed be thinking when this quad tank rolls in on them? Here we go. Winston dives in. Do the Nerfed have enough damage to break down all these tanks? How will they cope? In goes Coalescence already, but down goes Reese, down goes Nickel Pen, down goes Teabag, and down goes Ape. This quad tank has rolled over. They may have lost their Winston, but the quad tank rolls on over the Nerfed. Nick trying to escape the Hog, but can he manage to get him? Fractal trying to stay away. He fades out. He will escape. Mr. Strangle, the solo heals. Oh, an Original has been disconnected from the game. Unfortunately. What is going to happen here? Can he get back in? Really, Diva Bomb goes in. Ape trying to stay alive. Solo tanking at the minute. Meteor Strike comes in. Nothing from the charge. Fractal will take out Gunners. But Ape goes down. Doomfist in to take out Strangle. Their solo heals are down. Lucy with the ult coming in. Teabag. Ape. Reese takes down Lucy. This 5-man Nerf managing to push them back. In goes Hammond. They're struggling now. Nick trying to keep everyone alive. Mr. Strangled ult coming up. In goes the Winston. Can he dive the break? Can he manage to take out Trent? Struggling. But in goes the Coalescence to keep Trent alive. Trent pops up to stay in. Nickel Pen down to the Moira. Fractal being pushed up in the air. Lucy will take out Reese. Senpai going down to the Anna. Ape is back in. Original is back, but lost all his ult charge. Ape goes down. Unfortunate to this game that we lost Dan so soon into this attack for Flow. But they take the second point. Reese switching onto the Farah. That could be a good pick, but the hit scan Widow Lucy is amazing on Widow. So maybe the Farah is not the best pick. Original going on to the Hulk, trying to hook them into the backfield. In goes the Diva Bomb. Diva Bomb takes out Nickel Pen. Here we go. So Hammond making the push. Can the Nerf manage to get the picks? Down goes the Hammer. Teabag taking out Gunners. Reese taking out Lucy. And Teabag will take out the Moira, the solo healer Moira. But I apologise, haven't even thought about it. And it is a healer. Understandable, we're off the solo heals now. But they've gone back to a normal 2 comp now to try and push this around. The Ashe comes in. Diva and a Winston, so a standard dive. But Reese taken out by the Widow. Lucy getting the picks to open up this game. Original waste his heal there. Maybe not the best idea to heal there. In goes Trent. He has ult. He is nanoed. No nano pop. Lucy on the high ground. Getting pressured by the Coalescence, but managing to stay alive. Down goes Original. Down goes Teabag. Nickel Pen goes down to the Coalescence. 8 trying to stay on, but he can't. Strangled will take out Reese as well. Fractal will take out Lucio. He's trying to stay on point, but he's going to struggle at low health against the whole team, and Trent will take him out. We will have one more fight. Original going to try and stall for another fight. Trent pushing them back. Teabag trying to stay on if he can. In goes Bob. Bob will take down Senpai. Look at Gunners hiding away in the right. Going to take out 8. Nothing. Reese trying to stay on. And down goes Fractal to the Bob. And Nerf will not be able to hold off Flow as they push it in. Mr. Strangled going to try and get off the cliff, but he can't. So all 3 points to Flow. Unfortunate for Nerf that Original was taken out of the game so soon into their defense, but Flow managing to push it all the way. Now we have to see if the Nerf can drag something out. Can they break this defensive line? It's very tough so far for the Nerf to break the defensive line of Flow, but they will try and do it. Looks like Flow are going to go for the Winston Diva defense. So the defense that Nerf tried to withstand or tried to make, but they're going to go Lucy onto the Junkrat again. We've seen that wonderful, very quick tire coming out from Lucy earlier. Nerfed on their attack will go for a triple tank with a single DPS and 2 healers. So a kind of a damagey variation on Goats that they did try on their attack. They tried full Goats on their attack. Animated Hero into chat. Playing the first 2 games, being subbed out for this last map in favour of Teabag coming in, who's going to play Hammond on this attack. Annie, how did the games go from your perspective? You were in the first 2 maps. Unfortunate not to win the control point, but how did you feel the games have gone so far? Nerfed will roll out as the Hammond rolls into battle. We have Winston, so let's swap onto the Winston, up onto the dive, but Winston only getting up there on his own. No support from the Hammond, not able to make it up. In goes the Hammond now, in goes the Diva as well. 8 going to drop back down, trying to wait on this next dive. Where's the next guy that's coming from? Lucy up on the high ground, they dive onto point, but Mech is taken down for Original. Lewis, Gunners goes down to the Hammond, and Dafty taken out by 8. But Trent managing to take out Nickel Pen. Both heals go down. Can this Nerf tank combo hold out. Down goes the Diva mech. They need to take out Lewis now. While he has no support, down goes Lewis as well. Can they manage to take out the Moira? On Trent on point before Moira gets ult. She pops ult in. Let's follow her around. Can she keep Trent alive? She can. And she takes out Ape at the same time. The Flow will manage to hold on to this point. Key picks at a key time for Flow to stay up. Genji being pressured by Trent on the top. Diva will go up and try and support, but needs to get back to her team. Down goes Nickel Pen. Gunners winning the Zen battle. And Trent winning that tank fight there. So Nerfed will be pushed back. Mr. Strangled on the Moira. Managing to solo heal his team already before. But currently with the Zenyatta. Nice shots by Nickel Pen on the Zenyatta. Very close to ult. Nerfed coming up on 5 ults. In comes nothing off except for the mech off the tire. In goes Transcendence. In comes Dragon Blade. But can it get onto it? Can get down out of the Transcendence. But Nick. In goes the defensive Transcendence this time. Nick being dived by the Genji. They managed to take out the Genji. Ape manages to take out the Genji. Can they push in on this now? Waiting on the respawns. Still 4 ults up for the Nerfed. Only 2 on the defense, but 2 tank ults on the defense. As we follow Trent coming in. And there goes the Winston in. The Winston dive in. In goes Ape ult. In comes Genji ult as well. So a very wet push here from the Nerf. Can they manage to get... Reese is taken out mid-ult by the Diva bomb. Trent going to try and push them back. He's going to try and attack Nick. He gets Nick as the Diva attacks the Zenyatta in the backfield. Down goes Fractal. And that will be this push over with. In goes the Diva bomb. It needs to be an amazing Diva bomb in order to try and help cap that point. But it's not, unfortunately, for the Nerf. But he will remech. But he's going to be out. He's going to feed in ults now. Moira will take him out in the end. Nerfed have 50 seconds to try and get back. Nickel Pen going on to the Mercy. Trying to help out his team. Reese will take out Gunners. Now the push has to come in. Now the push comes in. It's no ult push, but the ult has to go in now. Everything has to go in onto this push. Ape taking out the mech with the charge. In comes Diva. In comes the Genji ult. And the tire gets Ape and Nickel Pen. And that is going to be that push out. But can the Nerf manage to try and get something out of this? Dan trying to keep himself alive. Genji trying to pressure in the backfield, but Dan gets taken out. But can Nerf manage to flow this out? There's going to have to be a push to this point. Tracer's on point already. In goes the pulse bomb, but it gets no one. Ape on point. Gonna have to start swinging at some stage, but Ape goes down to Lusty. Reese will take out Gunner, so Heals goes down. Doomfist taken out, and Reese is taken out. Nickel Pen gonna go for the clutch res, but unfortunately not able to get it. Fractal coming in on the Moira. Can he stall it out? No! Down goes Fractal. Original on point now. He needs to try and stall this out. He's going to just emote on point, and the Diva bomb goes in, and the game is over. Flow take the point. Unfortunately for the Nerf, not able to get over. Key picks at a key stage. Always an ult available for... I think this is the ult where they got the Genji out of... No, it's not. It's ult on the attack. Taking out Original, taking out Nickel Pen. Gunners coming in to take out the rest of the tanks. And that was that. Bob finishing off Fractal. A wonderful game. Flow managing to take a 3-0, but unfortunately for the Nerf, that's another defeat in a scrim. But these scrims are all designed to get people ready for the Nerf Community Open, starting this Friday, the 7th of December, live on our YouTube channel. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you do not miss out on any games in the next week. Trent, amazing, wonderful defense there. The push at the start, unfortunate for the Nerf that they lost Original to a disconnection, I'm guessing. But couldn't stop the Flow taking it. I'm full of puns. I'm full of puns. Okay, stream, don't kill me for that one. I had to do it. All right, I had to do it. How do you feel after that?
I feel really good. We had really good synergy with the tryouts. Everybody was real super positive. Call-outs the whole time. We had a couple miscommunications, misplays, but we evaluated it and pinpointed what was wrong, what we were doing wrong, and we fixed it. We had a set plan, and we stuck to it. I think that Nerf, they're a really good team, not taking anything from them at all. They really gave us a good time. That was really fun for us. I feel like we learned a lot from it. And when we had problems doing things with them, pushing or defense or anything, we sort of just swapped things around. They definitely made us think, for sure, 100%.
Yeah, we have Toasty in the stream going that the Junkrat on defense there was a great picks there right at the end. I'm guessing he's someone you know.
Yeah, he's on the team. But I trust me. I made him get out when we were playing, just out of respect.
Oh, that's fair. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. It was the same way I made Sulfy leave as well. Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
No, as I said, that was perfect, absolute perfect defense there. Picks at like really key stages, like just to get the defense or the attack just completely all broken up and making them push in. What was this on the attack? A quad tank with a solo healer?
Yeah,
was not my idea,
I know you said curveballs, but that was taking the piss a bit. Come on.
That was not my idea at all. I originally, when we first started, I said, let's try a dive, let's see how it is. And they were like, Pentatank? And I was like, oh god. And then everybody's like, yep, Pentatank, Pentatank, Pentatank. So I kind of got overruled there, but,
Well, it worked, because I could have come in here and blamed the fact that I DC'd, and I got back into my team, and I was like, I'm so sorry. They went, don't worry, we won a team fight without you. Could you DC again? And I was like, oh, sweet, cool, thanks.
Okay, Dan, your mic is all over the place.
Yeah. I know what you said, but you're really choppy there.
Yeah, stream, I'm sorry for that poor reception there on the mic, but that is Dan for you. That's 100% Dan. If you've ever played with original V1, that is 100% him.
Right.
But what he just said is absolutely amazing, and it's so rare that we see this all over again. That if original actually DCs out of a game, the team actually just start winning fights.
Mike.
Yes,
don't bin off.
Look, these why we have these scrims. It's all a bit of fun. This is what the community open is about. The community open is about bringing teams together, getting more people into a community that will be able to play fun games the way Overwatch was supposed to be played. Not worrying about SR, no toxicity in either of these games. Dan spraying a dead McCree's body, all being aside.
I'm sorry, I thought the tagline was BM was allowed.
It is. And as I explained to Trent earlier, he's allowed teabag if he wants. But no, as I said, like
it's points for teabagging, it's fine.
Yeah,
we're a real respectful professional team, so we try to be real humble and courteous to everybody, no matter what.
Do you know what it is? Yeah. So right, me and you need to chat. I need to know what that's about.
Off stream, guys. Off stream.
Yeah,
okay, guys.
That's why I said me and him need to chat.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you both go. Thanks so very much for the games. Trent, if you want to watch back the stream VOD, it's up on the channel as soon as the stream ends. If you want to use that to kind of help yourself reevaluate the team and how the matches went. Same with you, Dan. If you want to look back at your side, I tried to get as much as possible and as much of the team fights as possible, but use that and your own VODs and stuff like that to look back, and hopefully the commentary is decent. But if you have any tips, if you've watched the videos or have anything to add or help, please feel free to send me a message. Trent, I've sent you a link to the YouTube and to Dan's page, so you can link up and sort out matches otherwise. Okay.
All right.
Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for the games, man.
Oh, Trent, Annie, who played the first two maps for the Nerfed, she says your voice is so relaxing.
Thank you.
Wow,
I don't
thanks, Annie.
know. I'm actually sick right now too. That's crazy.
Oh,
Uh,
I hope you get better, man.
yeah. I'm just coming off it. Hopefully. But yeah, thanks, GG's and Original. I promise you, if he's still in here, I don't know if he's in here or not, but
Yeah, I'm still there.
I promise you, I had nothing against your Moira, but she was popping off. Whoever that was getting ults like crazy, and every time I dove in, I felt like it was me versus her. So I promise it's nothing. I don't even know who it was playing it, but
Honestly,
it
it's
was
part of the game. Don't worry.
yeah.
Honestly, don't worry about it. It's again something we can improve on. Like in terms of like Moira's getting his ults that quick. What can we do to try and help keep that going? So we're going to watch back these the same way and kind of look at it and go, right, well, he was doing it that quick. What can we do to help him? So
Yeah,
honestly,
your
don't worry
Moira
about
was
that.
definitely
Yeah.
all of you are playing really well. It just seems you guys maybe you didn't have a sense of direction.
Yeah,
Maybe no.
there was a lot of kind of choppiness and a bit all over the place. I mean, our best map was the one we won when we won on Lijiang
Yeah,
Gardens.
yeah,
Yeah, that honestly we just played absolutely kind of perfectly there. But
yeah.
other than that, there's a lot of things we kind of need to work out, and that's what these are about. We're going to go back now, sit there and go, right, so what do we have to work on? What's this? How do we deal with this? And because you threw some really random shit at us that in comp you don't usually get. You get the standard Winston Moira, Winston Diva, Ryan Zarya. You don't get Ryan Hogg to kind of, and it's like, well, how do we deal with that?
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry about that. But yeah, I'll invite me to a chat or whatever, or however, whatever. Let these guys move on and get their second game going.
Yeah. We'll get the second game up and running. I'll get Mike to link me and you up, and then we can chat.
Yeah. But all right, yeah.
All right, take it easy, mate.
Try to back out here. Yeah, you too. Have a good one.
All right, you too, Mike. Thank you.
I'll see you in a minute. Okay. Thank you so very much, everyone, for joining us for this Nerfed versus Flow match. Unfortunately for the Nerfed, the hosts of the Community Open starting next week, they were unable to manage to get a point off Flow. But they did prove that they were up there with Flow. Back and forth games all on both sides. Flow managing to get key picks and some beautiful plays from Lucy on the Junkrat and on the Reaper and on the Widow. At the start, the Widow picks were amazing. Toasty obviously here coming in to the chat for the last game. Unreal. Thank you so very much, everyone, for joining us. This is where you will find the Nerfed YouTube channel. This is where your only access to the Nerfed Community Open will be, is live on the YouTube channel starting December the 7th. So Friday next week, December 7th, Nerfed Community Open will start. If you want updates on who is playing and at what time they are playing, please check out our Twitter, the Nerfed_OW on Twitter. Please hit us with a follow, subscribe on the YouTube channel, because otherwise, how will you know when we start? Hit that notification bell as well so you get up to date with everything that happens on this channel. The Nerf Twitter page will give you up to date information on all of the teams playing in the Nerf Community Open, as long as match times and other information. So please hit us up there. Again, the Nerfed_OW on Twitter. So thank you so very much for joining us. I appreciate every single one of the people that were in the chat and that just even watched. Please join us again very, very soon for our next Scrim matchup, which will be very, very shortly. So thank you so very much, and I shall see you very, very soon.